Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're in the market for an awning, or if you're like me and you're gonna upgrade from an existing awning, this is the video for you. I just got in the open road 270-degree freestanding awning. We're gonna take a look at unboxing it to see what comes in the box that's gonna help us get it mounted. We're gonna talk about a quick installation onto my Nissan Titan. Installations are always going to be a little different depending on what kind of rack system you have. And then we're going to see how easy this thing is to actually deploy, which is the biggest pain in the butt with these old school ones. A lot of times you'll want to use it, but it's just not worth the effort. So stick with me. If you're new to the channel, if you could like and subscribe, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to get in the garage and get this thing unboxed. All right, we're back in the garage. And I did want to show you just quickly before I get it unboxed. This is the way it was delivered to me. Obviously, no damage to the box, came very quickly. And for those of you who are looking for installation videos, they actually have a couple on here. You can scan the QR code, which is always really nice. So I'm gonna get this unboxed and we're gonna talk about what comes inside. So we got it unboxed. I don't think anybody, at least myself, don't wanna take the time to watch somebody cut a bunch of cardboard up, but to let you know, it did come very protective in its cardboard box. It had a lot of foam padding they had wrapped around the edges to protect it in shipping, so you should be all good there. I think the first thing to notice when you open this up is it does come with 3 mounting brackets, and these are really heavy duty. I'll throw some B-roll up on these. But not only did they have 90-degree brackets, which I believe, depending on your situation, you could probably mount like this, or you can mount them like this if you need it up, probably flip them over, maybe go down. We'll kind of see how that works out. Once I get it out to the Titan, I'll need 2 of these. They even kind of go to the extra thing again. I'll show this in some B-roll. So over this weld that looks like they have for reinforcement, they even put some like rubber, like a grommet-ish type material over top of that, which is a really nice touch. I think before we get to the 2 bags, when you look at the awning itself, has a really nice, I would think this is like a rubber coated polyester would be my guess. Maybe not all up on my materials. But then in the back, and we'll see if we can flip this over, is it comes with a really nice T-track, which is what we will mount these to. So looks like black anodized aluminum going in there. Everything's just really nicely done. And from first glance, the stitching looks to be pretty good. And it's not super heavy, but not super light. Kind of gives you the feel of quality, but we'll see how that turns out once we get it on the vehicle. In this first bag, we'll see what we got in here. So we have our power cord, because this does come with lights built into the awning. Looks like we have, this would be the tension rope. So as we open this up, kind of what you put on the other side to keep it open and tight. Mounting hardware, they do include these nice bags. And then in this other bag, looks like we're getting, so it does have legs that fold down if the wind gets too high. So you got some guy lines there, some stakes, and it looks like it comes with some mounting hardware. So one thing I am really impressed with right off the bat, and I know when I got my other awning, is it just came with the awning. So I haven't purchased a ton of them. Try to only speak from what I know or what I have done. So I think it's really cool that not only do they have the awning, but they actually give you everything to install it. So what we'll do now is we're going to take it out to the Titan. We'll figure out what we need to get this up and installed, and we'll film the progress as we go. Okay, so my application, I have the Tua bed rack, and it looks like this is actually going to mount up really nice. I'll get some B-roll here. So for me, my bracket is going to line up perfectly, or my bar here is going to, looks like it's going to line up perfectly with their bracket. So what I'm going to do now is I'll take you over, since I know these are going to work with my solution. We'll walk you over, we'll get this thing, the screws installed on the back of the awning, and then we'll come up here, lift this and screw it down, and we should be good to go. So now that we know how these brackets are gonna work on the back of my truck on the rack, the next thing that I'm gonna do, and I guess it's the order that's best to do it, but it's working for me, is we're gonna get these mounted up to the awning. So As you'll notice, a couple of things to point out. One is you want to make sure that you have the bottom side of your bracket down where the zipper, because you're going to want to lift up and do the zipper. So you wouldn't want to put these on backwards. Sure, none of you guys would do that, but I came close to doing it. So just a call out right there. And then even though this has got 3 T-tracks, you might think 3 screws. With the way the bracket works on this one, it's going to be 2 screws in the top, 2 screws in the bottom. And I am going to take a second here and get you guys, even though it's on camera. So they have these nice, in the T-track in the middle, they have a cutout where you can, there you go, where you can put these in, and then you'll slide them over to where they need to go. So I thought it would take a 10. It is not a 10. It is a 13 millimeter socket, and if you don't have your own ratchet, they actually provide the tools to install. So a nice touch there. I'm going to get these 2 bolted up, and then we'll take it out to the truck and get it installed. Okay, we're back on the truck. I'm not sure how the lighting is, but we're going to go with it. So in my situation, one person can do this due to the fact I'm going to be able to set this up on here and then do some final adjustments. If you were in a situation where you had to hang this off, again, this is not super heavy, but a little heavier, I think, than one person could probably hold it up and do some bolts in. So let me reach down, see if I can set this up here, and then we'll see if we can get it mounted up. One thing that I'm not sure if I mentioned when we were putting on the back, so you want to keep those on the brackets. You want to keep these kind of loose so that you can move and adjust them while you are up here. So I'm going to try to get this situated, get a couple of bolts to kind of hold it down, then we can make some final adjustments. And I'll be honest, as far as installation goes, this might be one of the easiest things that I have ever installed. So let's get it wrapped up, and then we can get to the fun part. All right, now all the hard work's done. Let's get this thing deployed, see how cool it looks, see how much shade it's going to produce on this incredibly shady day. It's also a little windy, so I guess we'll see how it holds up to the wind. So hopefully this goes pretty smoothly. So get my rope, and I am a little on the shorter side with the lifted truck, so got my stool here. Don't laugh, for all you short folks like myself, maybe a little vertically challenged, God grows us till we're perfect. Some of us just get there a lot sooner than others. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, it's got three straps. So we'll take those down. All right, we should be ready to take it out. I believe we will hook this thing. Okay, there it is. I know the sun's not quite straight up and down, but man, what great shade this is already producing. You can kind of see the sun's at an angle, so I actually have shade till about right here. So, you know, as I look at it, it's very beefy. As you look inside, the way these, it's kind of cool. They have open road. Looks like laser cut into the metal up here, metal brackets all the way around. And then if it does get windy, I'm not going to put these down, but just to show them, so it does have poles that'll come down. And oh, there you go. They have some turns, so if you need a little extra support, you can put those in there. And then when I was in the garage, we talked about the tie lines that go down. You could really hold it down. But it is a tad breezy right now, And again, doesn't seem to be moving all that much. And then tonight, once it gets dark, I'll come up here and get some night shots and kind of show how the lights work. So guys, I am super happy with this. So that just Velcros right back up in there. Okay, now we're gonna do one of the more challenging things, potentially. It's the first time I'm doing it on camera. Is we'll undo the orange rope back there, and we'll see how easy it is to fold back up. All right, sorry to have my back to the camera. I believe that the way to do this is that you want to fold it this half up and in. That kind of takes away some of the bulk as you start rolling it up in there. Okay, that was not an open road awning issue. That was a me issue. I'm sure I'll get better in time. But I think these videos need to be real world. And so maybe the first time that you have yours and get to do it may not go as smooth as you would like it to. And you probably won't be on camera. So anyway, that is the awning. I will leave this video with some shots of it at night. And I appreciate you for watching again. If you could take a moment, if you've got it this far, to like and subscribe. And remember to adventure without definition. We'll see you in the next one.